So the purpose of the presentation today is we're going to go over the need of a business intelligence team. So we're going to go over the who, the what, the why, and how we can form this business intelligence team. I'm also going over some of the details that go into it. So first thing we're going to start is with our current system that we just implemented. So we right now have a website that allows our users to log on and do a myriad of things, such as check their health insurance, their medical records, their treatment history, select doctors, find a hospital, submit medical claim receipts. We also created a new mobile application that does similar things listed above, as well as track their fitness, wellness, and help for pregnant mothers, and a 24/7 emergency line for problems, just to help the customer out. So what we're getting from all of this is mass amounts of data. We're getting people that are logging in, so we're getting customers. We are getting all of their health information. We are getting all of their treatment history, what doctors they're selecting, what hospitals they're selecting, what kind of medical claims they're putting in. So all of this data is very, very vital to see exactly what our business and how our business is growing. So, what is business intelligence? Business intelligence is many things, more so on the IT side of taking data and forming that data in a way to make informed business decisions. So, by taking this data, we will be able to form decisions and form a reporting tool that allows us to see exactly what is and what isn't working. So, what we want to do is create a data dashboard that will allow us to see any report that you specifically want to see. So maybe you want to see what doctor is being used more frequently. What medical claims are currently being put in the most? Maybe you want to see what treatment history we're allowing. What hospitals are being frequent in the most. Right now, we have all that information, but we don't have a tool that allows us to put all that information together. So reporting and analyzing the data in ways to see how the business is doing will make the decision-making process much more informed. It'll make your life easier. It'll make your reporting easier. It'll make everything um, that you need to be informed and in one specific area. So we're going to need to form a business intelligence team. First thing we're going to need is a project manager. So that project manager will report directly to you and the other executives. So you guys will set the guidelines of what exactly you want, what time frame you want it done, and how you want it done. So they will oversee the project. They will make sure that their team understands the deadlines and the requirements. Another member of the team is going to be the data architect. So this person has a great knowledge of the current databases that we are currently using, as they will be working with the ETL engineer, who will be described here in a second, that will load the data into the dashboards. So then the engineer, the ETL engineer, which ETL stands for extract, transform, and load, will take that data. So it'll extract that data. It'll transform it into reporting tool that you want, and then it'll load that report up for you to be able to use. So they build the dashboard, they pull the report, and then they format it in a way that you want to be able to see. So there's where the extract, transform, and load is. Um, Obviously, we're going to need to hire people to do this if we already do not have them in place. It doesn't mean we only need one data architect or we only need one ETL engineer. It's all dependent upon the project manager and what he sees fit, and he will report to you to make sure that you know exactly what is going on. So, how to implement the business intelligence team? The website and app are giving the business all the data that is needed to make informed business decisions. The reporting tool will allow the executives to form the data in a way that they can make information understandable. Data dashboards are a complex system that allow any user to pull the report that they need. They then can take that report and leverage the data to make informed decisions. Using the current database, the data architect and ETL engineer can build a dashboard to allow them to pull reports. So that's just basically what we just went over. They're going to use all of that data that is coming, that is influxing into the business, and and put it out there so that way you guys can see exactly what is working and what isn't working. Um, a data warehouse is a system that contains copies of all data that the business can hold. So this is every single data point that we have. So by getting all of that data, we're able to cross-reference everything that we need. Um, So maybe we want to look at one item in one report and then another item in another report. Those are two different databases. By having a data warehouse, all of that data will be housed in one specific area. That way we can cross-reference a bunch of data sets. So we can get more complex with our data pools on the dashboard, and then we can create the dashboards, make it easy for fast and organized reporting use. Next, with all of the data that we are currently holding with a warehouse or currently holding now that we're getting through the influx, we're going to need to make sure that we are safe with all of the data. So the need to be safe with all the information that is being pulled, um, we're, we have to keep the trust of our customer. So when a customer logs into our site, they don't feel like their identity will be stolen. They don't feel like their medical history will be broadcast to the world. All right, so health records are very sacred to the customer and does not want to be exposed. Maybe they're putting in their social security number. That information is very valuable to them. If we lose that information to a hacker or to anybody of that nature, that's going to reflect poorly on us. That's going to lose the trust of the customer in us. So we must ensure that all data is safe from hacks to ensure customers have trust in using our system. And then we also should only house information that is important to reporting. So let's take the social security number, for instance. In any of our reports, will we need that number? Most likely not. So if we hold on to that and somebody does steal it, that looks bad on us. If we don't hold on to that information though, we can then push it to the side, and then if somebody were to get into our system, they're not going to get that number to again further protect our customers. The dashboard created can leverage data points and reports necessary for the business to survive. So we can use data for daily, quarterly, yearly reports, and we'll see exactly how the business is doing. I mean, that can expand even more to weekly, monthly, whatever you guys want to see from the data dashboard. So making sure that the reports contain the necessary information needed for your reporting and anything that you guys would need. And a yearly report will look much different than a daily report, as obviously we're looking at more data being pulled. If I were to tell you how many medical claims were put in on this day, that amount of data is much different than how many medical claims were put in for this entire year. So making sure that we're fine, going through the details as finely as possible, and allowing the data team to create exactly what you guys want. So going back to the team, you guys will need to talk to the project manager as best as possible exactly what you want, so that way he can then let his team know just exactly what the data dashboard you need and the data dashboard you want. Um, Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.